Welcome to our guide on how to start playing the violin. Whether you're a complete beginner or looking to brush up on the basics, these 10 essential steps will set you on the right path. Learning an instrument can be one of the most rewarding journeys. It takes time, patience, and dedication, but the moment you create your first note, it's pure magic. We'll be with you every step of the way, so grab your violin and let's get started. Before we dive into playing, let's make sure you have the right equipment. First, you'll need a violin. Violins come in different sizes, so find one that fits you. Hold the violin out with your left arm fully extended. If the scroll fits comfortably in your hand, it's the right size. Next, you'll need a bow with smooth horsehair. Rosin creates friction between the bow and the strings. A shoulder rest and a tuner are incredibly helpful. Now that you have your equipment, let's talk about how to hold the violin. Place the violin on your left shoulder, resting your chin on the chin rest. Support the neck with your left hand, allowing your fingers to move freely. Hold the bow with a relaxed grip, thumb bent, fingers curled around it. Remember, it's all about fluidity and grace. Before you can play a note, make sure your violin is in tune. The strings are G, D, A, and E. A tuner shows if a string is too high or low, and you can adjust it using the fine tuners. A well-tuned violin produces a beautiful sound. Chapter 4. Decoding music's language. Music has its own language. Understanding music theory unlocks a new level of musicianship. Start with the treble clef, the fancy S, at the beginning of the staff. It indicates notes played on the higher range of the violin. Mastering the bow. The bow is your magic wand. It's what brings the strings to life. Before you start using the bow, practice plucking the strings with your right hand. This will help you get familiar with the placement of the notes. When you're ready to use the bow, remember to rosin it properly. A few strokes on the rosin cake should be enough. There are different types of bow strokes, but for now let's focus on two basic ones: detach and staccato. Detach is a smooth, connected stroke, while staccato produces short, separate notes. Chapter 6. From scales to songs. Scales might not sound like the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, they're essential for building finger strength and dexterity. Start with basic scales like G major and D major. These scales will help you get comfortable with the placement of your fingers on the strings. Once you feel confident with scales, start exploring simple songs. There are tons of beginner-friendly violin sheet music available online or in music books. Remember, it's okay to start slow and gradually increase the difficulty as you progress. Chapter 7. Playing the violin is a physical activity, and just like any physical activity, posture matters. Maintain a straight posture with your shoulders relaxed. Slouching or hunching over will not only affect your sound but can also lead to discomfort or even pain. Your left hand should be relaxed and curved, with your fingers pressing down on the strings with just the right amount of pressure. Remember, playing the violin should feel natural and effortless. Chapter 8. Finding your musical mentor. While it's possible to learn the violin on your own, having a teacher can make a world of difference. A qualified violin teacher can provide personalized guidance, correct your technique, and help you overcome any challenges you might face along the way. They can also introduce you to new musical styles and repertoire, broadening your musical horizons. Chapter 9. The power of practice. The key to mastering any instrument, especially the violin, is consistent practice. Set aside some time each day, even if it's just for 15 to 20 minutes, to practice what you've learned. Focus on both technical exercises such as scales and arpeggios, and musical pieces that you enjoy playing. Remember, practice doesn't make perfect, it makes progress. Celebrate your small victories along the way, and don't be discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Chapter 10. Joining the violin family. Learning the violin doesn't have to be a solitary journey. Joining a local music group or an online forum can connect you with fellow violinists of all levels. Sharing your experiences, challenges, and triumphs with others who understand the joys and struggles of learning the violin can be incredibly motivating and inspiring. You can learn from more experienced players, get tips and advice, and even make new friends who share your passion for music. Remember, learning the violin takes time and dedication. Stay patient, keep practicing, and enjoy the journey of making beautiful music. Happy playing!